Hey, Jesse.
Hey, Lindsay.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary. Gen Z weekend. We're doing it right now. We're going to tell you all about it, so you better stay tuned.
Well, we have actually already told them about it.
We told him that it was coming, but we're going to tell him all about our adventures.
But this is out on Friday, and we're putting that out on Thursday.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what?
So you've already listened to it by now.
So the times and times, right? I don't know about times.
We're in the past, present, and
You
future.
are right, Lindsay.
Yeah.
I can't keep up with it. How are we going to figure this out? No, I think we're going to get better like next season, but this season we're allowed to fumble through.
We're still, still babies. So what we are collectively drinking today.
Yeah.
We made a little cup of, what did I just say? Mango White Claw, Tangerine White Claw, and Tropical Vibe Celsius.
The energy drink has
Yes.
got me back fucking fully on, full and flying, dude. We're at like some kind of resort. What is it called? I forgot.
Silver Lake.
Yeah. Wherever I put you up at, we're doing the things. Yes.
And we're going to hit that intro, and then we'll keep rolling.
So we're here, and Lindsay has stories, and we're fixing to do that right now. Happy Friday. I want to go to the pool after this. We're going to the pool?
We're going to go to the pool and have some sods and whatever you get.
Yeah. So as you can look back on our adventures, our first night at the pool.
So yeah, we have just completed a day at Epcot and Hollywood Studios, and we're at this resort with these pools and jacuzzi, and we're taking advantage of it. But you've already heard about that.
Yeah. Yeah. 2 days in. Yeah. we're recapping that part.
Yes.
In the middle of doing this part.
Yeah.
I don't know the parts. Only parts of me
We'll
know.
figure it all out.
No, only parts of me know the parts.
So yeah, and basically, so we are here for our anniversary weekend. Our technical anniversary is March 9th. We are 2 years married, 14 years together.
I get it wrong all the time.
All the time.
Why?
But you don't get it wrong all the time.
Well, I did earlier when they were asking me questions about questioning.
Because you were on the spot.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Jesse made us sit through this timeshare shit this morning. But you know what? We got $130 free dollars, and that paid for our lunch and drinks at the Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah. So we went to a galaxy far, far away and got drunk for free because of my timeshareism.
God, I was so bored.
Yeah, she was asleep in the middle of it. But we got honestly $500 in gifts for saying the word no. That's cool, right?
I was just uncomfortable.
At our age, we're just not ready, though. I get it. I get the whole thing. They're trying to do their thing and their jobs and make money and do stuff. And we were just like, no, we want the gifts, dude. We're here for the gifts. We played the game, and I think we won, at least so far today.
So they heckled us right when we're just getting our parking pass. And this guy's promising us all this shit. And he's like, you come in, you get free breakfast, you listen to this presentation for an hour to an hour and a half. It ended up taking 2. But we did it, and we said no, even though I'm very uncomfortable in situations like that. Like, if Jesse hadn't been here beside me, I probably would have just bought it just because I was uncomfortable and didn't want to be uncomfortable anymore.
You had to pay the money. If you hear our air conditioner, sounds like the House of Dragons.
AC. Yeah.
I love it. This all Dracarys when it blows on us. It's really nice in here, though. It's nice and cool.
So what made you feel old this week?
Looking at that sign when we were hanging out over there at the damn tiki bar. You look at the dates whenever they're trying to figure out what age you're supposed to be,
Yeah, we haven't been ID'd once.
No, we have not. All damn fucking weekend, Lindsay.
We were beside these really cool youngsters at the Irish pub in Epcot, and they got out their IDs, and I was like, oh, Jesse, we need to get our IDs out. And the bartender literally was like, no, you're good.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good.
But I focused on the couple next to us, and I was like, oh, they do look like babies, for real. They were from Jersey.
They was probably
cute.
25.
If that, yeah.
But still, yeah, we had a good time with them, and you can check all that stuff out on video that we did of the Gen Z weekend. So that was really fun. And we met a couple other people, you know, with the Indiana Jones thing. We met some people and just
from North Carolina.
Yeah, that was really fun. It was just talking and doing our things. That was really fun, Lindsay. I think we had a great weekend.
Yes.
And you know what next year is going to be? Our quinceañera. Stay tuned for that one. 365 days from now.
Yes.
Yeah.
So today we got another serial killer.
Lindsay, no.
We're drinking about...
I thought we were done with these for a while, Lindsay.
No,
You done did so many.
So we will be tagging Elizabeth Kohler again because we do have a killer shot for this individual. We're drinking about Ed Kemper.
Yeah, she's shooting over to New Orleans, right?
Yeah.
I'm in Orlando right now.
Yeah, we're in Orlando.
But she's shooting in New Orleans. I've seen the lineup for the New Orleans horror con that they're having over there.
Yeah, he was reading it off to me, and I was like, damn, okay.
Yeah, even William Shatner's going to be there.
William Shatner.
So check that out. Follow Elizabeth Kohler and all of her stuff. You can see her and tell her we said, hey, that would be great.
So you didn't ask me what made me feel old.
I did not, Lindsay. I'm trying to catch up over here. You got a strong drink over there, actually.
I do.
You got a strong drink over there. You know, I've been doing like theme parking and stuff.
I was about to say, because, we Ubered today so we could drink. So
what made you
we've been
feel
drinking
old,
all day.
though? What made you feel old?
So my coworker, who is in her mid-20s, she's about to have a baby, and she posted something about the baby thing. And I seen that one of our mutual friends is somebody that I went to high school with. So the next day I asked her, my coworker, how she knew this person. And she's like, oh, she was my 5th grade teacher.
What?
So my coworker knows my classmate from being her 5th grade teacher. And she is 25 or 6. That made me feel old. I literally just stared at her blankly and was like, I feel old as fuck right now. I'm walking away. And she just laughed. But I felt ancient as fuck in that moment.
You know, those times they come by so fast and you're just like, I'm going to lock this in, because there's moments every week, at least once a week, where you can really lock in. You really feel old in a moment at our age. I shook it off, and I was like, I'm not even going to bask in this, but I'm going to remember it. Because what was the hardest made you feel old that you had to shake off, though? Looking at my 12-year-old son it's really hard for me. You know,
it's not really the fact that we have 4 grandchildren and almost a 25-year-old son.
It's hard to shake off, Lindsay. Fuck, why you got to turn it up? You turn it up.
We will talk about that later.
Yeah. Lindsay has stories.
Another day.
Of serial killers. Again, I'm not ready. I don't have a plant at this one, Lindsay. So you better go.
I'm so sorry.
You better go easy.
You'll have to go to the emotional support wall.
No, look at that.
There's a picture of a tulip.
There's a picture of a tulip. So we're going to tulip over here. Okay, that's my plant today.
Tinkerbell tulip.
Tinkerbell tulip. Yeah, because we're doing the Disney things.
Yeah. And my card today has Tinkerbell on it.
It does. Yeah. I had Chewbacca twice.
I got Moana and Tinkerbell this weekend. Yes.
We got a good deal. I think everything really is working out really well financially for Gen Z this weekend.
Yeah.
This is lovely.
Balling on a budget.
Tinkerbell tulip. You will comfort me through the darkness that Lindsay's going to spread upon us on this. Oh,
yeah, because this one is rough. All right, let's get started. So Ed Kemper was born Edmund Emil Kemper III on December 18th, 1948. He's another Sag one, because the other night we were talking about there are a lot of serial killers that are Virgos and Sagittarius, which is both of our signs.
Yeah, I was telling Elizabeth she should make a serial killer calendar, but most of them are all around December. Early December, late November.
Well, there's a lot of Virgos. There's some throughout the whole year.
Okay.
So yeah, there is that's really sad, but you can definitely make a calendar with all the serial killers.
That'd be cool. Right at her merch booth and doing stuff that ties around our stuff.
I mean, there's a lot of us sickos out there that'll buy it, like us.
Yeah.
So he was born in Burbank, California. He was a 13-pound baby.
That's fucking enormous.
Our baby was 8 pounds. Silas was my biggest baby. 8 pounds, 2 ounces. And he was tiny.
He was like 11 something inches long, though. He was
19.
19?
Yeah.
I thought, yeah, it was
No, he was 21 inches long. He was a long baby.
He was a long,
but he was 21? Still so tiny.
He was.
So imagine add
way off.
5 pounds onto that, and that to Silas's size, and that's Ed Kemper,
full ass grown.
That's a big baby.
Yeah,
like my friend Drake. You know Drake. She had a 10-pound baby. And that was wild.
9 more
like
pounds
when I went to see her in the hospital, she wasn't even like, you know how when babies are born, they're like scary because they're so little. She wasn't scary. I just scooped her up and cuddled her.
Like
she was
a 3-month-old
doll. Yes. Literally like a 3-month-old. Because that's about what all my babies were at 3 months was 10 pounds. So
right. Hers
he
came
was
out with
a 5-month-old.
A full ass driver's license when he come out.
So his parents were Clarnell and Ed Jr. Now, Ed Jr. was a World War II veteran, and he tested nuclear weapons.
Fuck.
And when he got out of the service, he became an electrician, which was apparently not good enough for Clarnell. She called his job menial.
What? That's a good ass fucking trade to have.
Now, a lot of the information that I'm going to give you throughout this story is all from Ed Kemper, from our subject today. I think a lot of his stories have different versions, but for the most part, all the interviews I listened to were very consistent. So this is what Ed said. So Ed was such a terrible mother, and his father's marriage to her was worse than anything he experienced in the military.
Wow.
Yeah. Very
fucked up childhood.
Now, Ed was Ed was the middle of 2 sisters. So I forgot to mention that in the beginning. Now, little Ed is noted as a pretty fucked up kid and did fucked up things to his sister's dolls and the family cats, which we will get into. But according to him, his sisters put him through hell as well. And you are the middle of 2 sisters and you got put through hell. So
I'm the youngest of 2 sisters.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You're the youngest. That's right.
They beat my ass and made me dress up because I was whatever they wanted me to be.
Just name off the broken bones that you've gotten from them and chipped teeth and collarbone. And
yeah, Lindsay, you don't bring that back, dude. No, I'm not ready to revisit that at this moment.
I'm sorry. Well, I'm just saying. So just have that in your mind as I go through this, you know.
My tulip over here is going to keep me comfort.
Now, there is a lot of, articles and things like that in research about Ed, where, he would just tear up his sister's Barbie dolls. And that was like a sign, it probably was. But at the same time, Ed says that he tore up his younger sister's Barbie because she messed up his cap gun. She was jealous of his cap gun. She was jealous of the trip he went on to get that cap gun. So what he did was he cut off the Barbie doll's hands because he said he popped the head off and he was like, well, she can just put that right back on.
Right,
so
the rubber head back then. Yeah.
So he cut off her hands and was like, well, now we both have 2 toys that don't work real good. And I was like,
that seems like some brother and sister shit though to me.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's going to get worse.
Okay.
Now, another occasion was his oldest sister actually tried to push him in front of a train and also pushed him into the deep end of a swimming pool. And he wasn't a really good swimmer, so he almost drowned.
Fuck. That's crazy.
But here's the real disturbing thing. One of the beginning of what I feel like is the salad. At just 7 years old, he would walk to his teacher's house with his father's bayonet in hand and spy on her. Now, one of his sisters, I'm not sure if it was the youngest or the oldest, she knew of this crush and teasingly asked Ed why he didn't try and kiss her. And he answered with, if I kiss her, I'll have to kill her.
What?
Because as we'll go on in this story, that's kind of how Ed feels about talking to girls in general.
This is dark. This is nasty. Lindsay.
So his parents split up in 1957. Ed Jr. had enough of Clarnell's shit. He took off. And little Ed III, he was pretty devastated. Because according to him, he and his father were close. And his mother took them all the way from Burbank, California to Helena, Montana. And that's when the animal cruelty began. When he was 10, he buried a cat, or the family cat, alive. He dug it back up, he decapitated it, and put its head on a spike.
Lindsay, I'm just over here riding this fucking wave I don't want to be on.
At 13, he killed another family cat because it liked his sister better than him, and he kept the pieces of it in his closet.
It came upon me wave on wave.
Well, and, Clarnell found this, and this was when the therapy should have started.
Right.
The therapy probably should have started, but, this is a long time ago. Therapy was still taboo. The therapy probably should have started when they divorced, but Clarnell was kind of an Ed Gein. She's up there with Augusta and Waltrod, like
the harlots and all the bullshit.
Well, and just domineering and a bitch. So Ed also says that she was a neurotic alcoholic and belittled him, humiliated him, and severely abused him. And he even overheard her call him a real weirdo on the phone, like talking to his dad, because I guess they kept in communication even though they were divorced.
Yeah, a lot of crazy selfish tendencies of just doing whatever the fuck she wants to do.
Right.
Yeah, you got to take care of your kids if you're going to have fucking kids. Take care of your fucking kids.
Well, it's like, when you and I discuss. Now, sometimes I go off the deep end because Silas can be very overwhelming at times. But when we're having a logical conversation about something that I feel, we talk about it, but not to where he can hear. We discuss and then we'll ask him, hey, why are you behaving this way? Right. What is going through your head when you do this and that? Yeah,
you and I are trying to find a building common ground where we can get that to convey to him, where we can move on to something positive. If he's doing something negative, we're trying to build off of that.
And fortunately, Silas has friends and music that he can turn to when he's going through his tween age.
Yeah, because all the emotions really can, while my guitar gently weeps, you can weep with it and go through your emotions along with bending those strings. And it really helped me out going through that. And I really love that he has that. He can grasp physically and play his songs and get things out in different ways. That's going to be a great thing for him. I really feel like that.
Well, Clarnell, she was so obsessed with the idea that Ed would molest his sisters that she would make him sleep in the basement and keep him locked in there. So there was two different houses, okay? One was a locked basement and one was a basement that had a trap door that was underneath the dining room table. So they had to move the dining room table to get, he was stuck there until Clarnell let him out. There was no other way out.
This is
isolation. Cool. He says that's where he met the devil.
Well,
in these times of isolation.
Yeah. What do you have to grasp other than that? And you're already messed up to begin with. This is cool.
It's like the kind of situation that you see in movies, like with the swinging dim light bulb. That's all he had in this basement.
Right. Evil Dead trap door type shit going on right there.
And she refused to be affectionate at all towards him because she said that she could turn him gay.
You got the world fucked up right now.
So when Ed was 14, he ran away to Los Angeles to live with his father. Now, his father had a whole new family by this time. And his stepmom really didn't care for him. So he sent, his father, Ed Jr., sent him to go stay with his grandparents, Ed Sr. God, what was my grandma's name? I didn't write it down. Anyway, so Ed Sr. and Grandma. Now, his grandparents lived in Sierra Nevada, and he says that his grandfather was senile and his grandmother was just like his mother, just constantly emasculated him and his grandfather, just always on there hacking.
Yeah. Shit. He ain't caught a break yet. Really, with his mentally twisted self-childism. I don't know what to call it. He needed some help.
Yes, he does. He did. And he
This is too far already, right? It's too far already.
It's too far because on August 27th, 1964, when Ed was only 15 years old, he shot his grandmother once in the head and twice in the back, and then stabbed her several times post-mortem. So rage, overkill.
Lindsay.
But when his grandpa came home, now he shot him too. But the reason why he killed his grandfather was because he did not want to see his grandmother dead. And when police, now he calls Clarnell and tells her what he's done. He calls Ma.
He's just like, whatever, dude. I'm going to let everybody know I've done this, right?
And he calls Clarnell. Well, she just, it's crazy and mean as she is, she just lets all of his psychotic and what do you call it? Sociopath behavior, just brushes it off. And she's like, well, you need to call the police. So he calls the police and he sits there and waits on them.
I done killed Dole Hargraves. Dole said to send an ambulance or a hearse. Like old Carl Childers did.
Oh my God. And then he sits down and puts some mustard on a biscuit.
Yeah. He's all scraping at the fucking jar.
Do you know that mustard on a biscuit is absolutely top tier food, especially if you throw a piece of chicken on that shit too?
Right. No, earlier.
We're so Southern.
I am sorry to break away from this right now, but earlier in Lindsay and I's relationship, I ordered, what was it? What did we, Taco Bell or something in the
Burger
King in the voice of Carl Childers. Did you think you're like, this guy's a keeper at that point?
I didn't know what to think. I was so laughing so fucking hard.
Reckon what y'all got in there to eat.
He wasn't disrespectful at all. But it was hilarious to me and I was uncomfortable all at the same time. I know my face was red as fuck because I was like
embarrassed,
like secondhand embarrassment. But you weren't embarrassed at all. It's just me.
No,
I get very uncomfortable.
I was
with
rolling.
shit like that.
I was rolling my roll. I just, I had to figure out my Lindsay before she was my Lindsay.
But I laughed my ass off. So when the police arrive, Ed tells them when they ask, why did you do this? He said, quote, I just wanted to see what it felt like to kill grandma. And he killed grandpa because, like I said, number one, he didn't want grandpa to see that. And he knew that grandpa would be angry. That was his thought process.
My grandparents are my most precious things that I've ever had in my life. I don't know why, but to look at, your humanity. And
we were there. We don't know what the situation was like.
Yeah. I can't wrap my head around this. I can't.
But what's crazy, as soon as he arrives to their house, they give him a gun. Because that's a very past tense. I think we were in the, what did I say? 64.
Oh,
yeah.
By the way, you're going to need a gun, boy, in case old Yeller comes up. Well, I'm trying to make you feel the way I feel, Lindsay.
If things had been a little different, this would be the end of the story. But it's not. So, and I'm not even past the first page.
No, you're not even
so.
done with the first page, and this tulip is not fucking doing justice over here.
Now, Ed was diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia, and he was sent to, okay, this is going to be weird. Okay, at Atascadero.
Nail it.
Yeah, state hospital. And while he was at Atascadero, they disagreed with this diagnosis. They were like, this guy is super smart. And he had an IQ of 145. That's almost genius. That's like 15 points away from genius.
Right.
So I've never took an IQ test, but I was in all the smart kid shit when I was younger.
I bet mine don't make it to 100.
Oh my God, you were very intelligent. Hush. And they were like, he doesn't have delusions. He doesn't have hallucinations or any bizarre thoughts. But in my humble opinion, that would just now make him a cold-blooded killer if he's not mentally ill.
Yeah, if he's got his shit together mentally and they're saying that he does.
And he was even he was a model prisoner and he helped administer psych tests. Like he was working with psychiatrists for other juvenile prisoners. At that time.
This is crazy.
And they released him on his 21st birthday in 1969. So he was only in jail for murdering for two for murdering his grandparents for 5 years.
Cold-blooded, just fucking took them out. What? What? No, what? Lindsay, what?
But one thing the psychiatrist did get right, in my opinion, is they strongly advised against sending him back to Clarnell, but they did.
That's where he went.
Now, this time she had moved back to California in Aptos. And she had remarried and divorced again. And this time she was an administrative assistant at the University of California, Santa Cruz. They lived like on campus pretty much. You know how they have housing for teachers and stuff like that on campus. Now, somehow, by 1972, Ed's record was completely expunged. And he became a community college student and really, really wanted to be a police officer. But he was too tall.
Too tall?
That 13-pound baby had grown to be 6'9".
6'9"?
6'9", 300 pounds.
369. Damn.
Now, Ed Jr. and Clarnell were kind of giants too. Ed Jr. was 6'7" and Clarnell was 6 foot. Big family.
Corn-fed bread motherfuckers over there.
California corn-fed.
This is crazy. Like, okay, this is big, huge dude now is free walking.
Big Ed. Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Why does this sound so familiar to me? I don't remember none of this.
I'm telling you, on the way home, I'm going to let you listen to the interview after you've heard all of this.
Oh,
because I want you to hear how he talks. And I'm going to show you his picture. And it will probably, because this is a really famous one. Really famous.
It's a big one?
Like this, he was like historically like what they started profiling. He's one of the guys they started profiling from. Because the 70s was full of serial killers. So, because we're going to talk about a lot of them in the future from the 70s.
Lindsay, I mean, I'm talking about stuff coming up soon.
I know.
I think the 2000s is full of them some bitches too.
Well, 70s was really predominant because, well, we're gonna keep going. Okay.
Yeah.
So even though Big Ed was rejected from being a police officer, he became friends with all of them, and he drank with them all the time at a bar called the Jury Room. And they referred to him as a friendly nuisance.
Big old Ed.
Big Ed, friendly nuisance. Now, Ed did get a good job with the highway division. He got away from his mother for a while and he met a girl and got engaged. But unfortunately, this girl was a minor. Now, Ed was only like 22 at this point, but this girl was still a minor and it didn't work out. Her family was against it. There's a little backstory there that I really didn't get into because I got a lot of information.
But I'm
here.
glad she got the fuck out because this is not going to be a cool thing, right?
And he wasn't really good with money. And he did end up back at Clarnell's, and their relationship was so turbulent that he really, really wanted to kill her. Unfortunately, he would take that anger out on others, and he definitely wasn't as sane as the psychiatrist said he was. A little while later,
I'm not ready for this, Lindsay. I'm not ready.
Ed got into a motorcycle accident that was not his fault. So he was paid out a settlement of $15,000. And guess how much that equals in today's money?
$150.
$109,000.
$109,000.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, with that money, he purchased a yellow 1969 Ford Galaxy. And that's a nice car. I looked it up. And driving around, he notices that there are a lot of women that hitchhike around this time. This is the era. Yeah. And now
you fixing to Warnos some shit? You fixing to drop Warnos type shit on me? No.
Now, at first, he started just giving them rides. It was mostly students from universities. And he says that he gave over 150 women rides. All these women were unharmed. And then he started to get what he would call little zapples. And then when he would get these little zapples, these were homicidal sexual feelings.
Oh, fuck. He's got names for like his little... Fuck.
Yeah. So he started stalking his car with handcuffs, knives, plastic bags, and blankets. On May 7th, 1972, Ed was driving in the Berkeley area and picks up Mary Ann Pesky and Anita Lucheza. I'm pretty sure that's how you say those last names. Now, these girls were students at Fresno State and wanted to visit friends at Stanford. He drove for about an hour until he reached a secluded, woodsy area.
Which this is not an Uber. He's just picking people up and then taking them an hour down the road.
Hitchhiking. They were thumbing for rides.
Yeah, we're going all the way an hour down the road, and they're just okay with it. Right?
If you're super young and don't know what hitchhiking is, that is they were holding their thumb out for any given stranger to give them a ride to their destination.
Agree. He'd be like, "Where are you going?" "Oh, we're going over here an hour down the road." And he would be like, "Oh, I'm going that way too," right?
Yes.
No, that's weird.
Well, he also had this little thing where he would like look at his watch and be like, all right, let's, I don't have a lot of time, but I'm being really nice. So I'm going to give you this ride.
He played the game.
He played the game.
While he was playing his game.
Right. So they're in this secluded woodsy area. First, he handcuffs Marianne and then locked Anita in the trunk. And then he stabs and strangles them both. He puts them in his trunk and he headed back home. Now, he was living in an apartment with a roommate at this time. He was not at Clarnell's house. The roommate was gone and he gets home. He takes their bodies to his room. He photographs them and then sexually assaults their corpses.
Fuck.
He then, necrophilia.
I'm not done yet. I'm not done. Okay, I'm reaching toward my tulip.
He dismembers them and he takes their remains to Lorna Priesta Mountain.
Lindsay Michelle. No.
I'm not nowhere near done. So
you can't keep shoveling this on me. No.
Before he disposes of the remains, he forces oral sex with their severed heads.
Oh my God. Lindsay, this really happened in humanity? This really happened?
I mean, you know about Ted Bundy. This is one you don't know about.
Fuck. Okay. Okay, I'm drinking more of her drink thing.
Well, some of their remains were found later on, but they didn't have any leads, unfortunately. So a few months later, on September 14th, my fucking birthday, in 1972, though, a Korean dance student named, I want to say it's Aiko Koo.
You nailed it.
She had missed her bus to her dance class and was hitchhiking. Ed picked her up and took her to a secluded area. And this time he had a gun and he pulled it out. And somehow, somewhere in the midst of all this, he locked himself out of the car. The gun, the keys, and everything were in the car still. She could have took off, but this poor girl, out of fear, let him back in the car. He then choked her, raped her, and killed her. Put her in the trunk, and then went to the bar. After he had some drinks, he decided to head home. But while he's still in the parking lot of this bar, he opens the trunk and admires his kill like he was admiring his catch like a fisherman. Those are his words.
The sickest thing of my imagination. You know that I have a fucking vivid imagination, Lindsay? When you're telling these stories, I'm writing a whole ass movie better than George Lucas ever did. And you're over here dumping this on me. And this is not a galaxy far, far away. This is right here. Goddamn humanity.
Right here.
Real
well,
shit.
Not right here, but over in the West.
Damn.
Now he takes her body home where he defiles her corpse, dismembered her, and disposes of her remains. But first, he had disposed of some of her remains in one location. Her head's still in the car. He goes to his psychiatrist's appointment with her head in the car, which this is one of the points where they are finalizing his paperwork to be expunged. He's got a fucking head in the car.
I'm just going to be quiet right now because I'm going to act like I don't hear you. I really don't want to play this game anymore, Lindsay. This is a nasty game. Don't tell me that no, I'm out almost. I'm almost ready.
And I don't know if I said this, but Aiko was only 15 years old.
Lindsay.
And her mother would report her missing and pass out hundreds of flyers, but did not receive one single response. Now, for those 3 murders, like I said, he was living with a roommate at an apartment. And then he moved back in with Clarnell. And those 3 murders, like I said, were all before his expungement, which was in November of that same year, 1972. And he's also going to hang out at the jury room and drinking with all these cops. And he's hearing that there's no leads. He's hearing what they are looking for and what they aren't looking for. And just, he's taking it all in.
And enjoying it.
So much.
Yeah, he's getting off on that. Dude, okay. I said George Lucas earlier, but Rob Zombie, wish he could write a movie like this. He needs to.
Well, Ed Kemper is part of the inspiration for Leatherface and Hannibal, Silence of the Lambs. He's one of the ones.
Okay. I was just trying to figure out in somatic type form. It's just like, okay, this is the worst thing. Now, I always say this. Why do I keep saying this?
Danny Rolling was pretty fucking bad.
This is okay. Maybe I'm just like disassociating each week.
You disassociate because Danny Rolling was fucking horrific. Yeah.
I'm week by week disassociating.
Well, this is another college, another college student killer.
I feel like I'm the perfect candidate for you to have a co-host over here because I completely do. I disassociate week by week because of Lindsay's stories.
Well, like I said, I mean, Ed would be called the co-ed killer, and then Danny was the Gainesville Ripper.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I mean, Danny didn't do this thing. He didn't do these. I mean, not with the heads.
You need to go back and listen to our episode. And we had a 2-part
severed head. He did some things with the severed heads, but it wasn't like this.
It was pretty fucking bad, Jesse. You forgot.
Oh, so I'm the perfect co-host then. Leave me alone. Lindsay.
All right. So here we go again. On January 7th, 1973, he picked up Cynthia Ann Shaw around the Cabrillo College campus. He took her to a wooded area, shot her with a .22, put her in the trunk, and brought her home to Clarnell's house. And Clarnell was home. So he stuffed Cynthia's body in the closet until his mother left for work the next day. Then he raped her corpse, beheaded, and dismembered her in Clarnell's bathtub. He kept Cynthia's head for a few days, forced oral sex on it, and then buried her head in the garden facing upwards towards his mother's room. And he says that he did this because his mother always wanted people to look up to her.
I can't take it. I can't take this, Lindsay. Lindsay, I can't.
Now, he took the rest of her remains and threw them off a cliff. On February 5th, 1973, he got in. So this becomes rage from mother's arguments. Okay. So he got in a huge argument with his mother and left and went driving. Now, by this time, there are 4 reported missing girls, all attending college. So students were advised to only take rides from buses or vehicles that had a university sticker on them. Well, Ed, he had one of those stickers.
He already had one.
Because his mother worked at University California, Santa Cruz. So on campus, this day, on February 5th, he first got Rosalind Thorpe, who was coming right out of a lecture and thought he was just a fellow student who could give her a ride, got in his car. Then, just a few minutes later, he picked up Allison Liu, who was hitchhiking. And this time, he's on campus. He slowed down the car and shot them both and put blankets over them. He had to go through security to get out. He just said, oh, they're just drunk. This was like 3 p.m. in the afternoon. He said, oh, they're just drunk. Yeah.
Yeah, don't pay no attention to that shit back there behind me. What the fuck?
Then he gets home this time and he beheads them both in the driveway of his mother's house and just takes their headless bodies in the house and defiles them. He dismembers them, discards their remains, and some were found a week later at Eden Canyon, and then more of their remains were found near Route 1 the next month. And by the way, also, he's removing the bullets out of their body so they can't be traced back to him.
Digging it out.
Yeah.
It's too much. This is way too much for me. But not for the listeners. Y'all can soak this shit in, but I don't want to be. I don't want to be part of this party.
We're coming to the end. If that gives you any kind of comfort, but we've still got some more horrific things to talk about.
I need a whole fucking field full of tulips over here for
poppies.
This one. Poppies. Wave your wand and I'll go to sleep in the poppies. I'm good till tomorrow at least.
On April 20th, 1973, Ed was asleep when Clarnell came home one night and kind of woke him up as she came home. And she was what he said soused. She had been to a party and she was settling in bed and reading a book when Ed appeared in the room. And she looked at him annoyingly and said, "I suppose you're going to want to sit up and talk all night, right?" And he said, "No, good night." He waited till she was asleep, snuck back in her room, and bludgeoned her with a claw hammer.
A fucking claw hammer?
And slit her throat with a penknife. And after he completely beheaded her, he put her head on a shelf and just screamed at her for over an hour and threw darts at her head and smashed her face in. Now, there are some reports that he also defiled her corpse.
No.
But I did not physically hear him say that. All he said was that he humiliated. And I was thinking that was screaming at and throwing the darts. So I don't know.
Can you give me a break next time? I want to light one after this one, Lindsay.
Oh yeah, the next one will be a little lighter.
I want the easy pass, if you want to say. I need one. Can I have one, please?
Yes. We do true crime.
Yeah, but I'm over here balled up.
I know, but I haven't had one this bad in a long time. You have to give me that.
I thought the last one was bad.
Yeah, Dorothea was pretty fucking
bad.
Wild.
Oh God, yeah.
Well, then he takes he cuts Clarnell's tongue and her larynx out and attempts to put them both down the garbage disposal. And this did not work. And the tissue from those organs was just spit back into the sink. Yeah.
I have too much of an imagination of this. I can't.
I don't know why, but I'm picturing like Tim Burton type shit with the.
And it's squirting back out. And it's squirting back out. Fuck.
He stuffs Clarnell's body in the closet and goes to the bar and has a drink.
Just out doing his fucking thing.
Down at the jury room.
Another one gone.
With all the police officers, yeah.
I'm going to go hang out with the boys.
Now, while he's having this drink, it dawns on him that his mother has a best friend named Sally Hallett. And this woman's probably going to miss Clarnell. Because if it wasn't for Sally, she probably wouldn't even be missed. But, she's got students. This is his own thinking,
Yeah, self-centered, fucking full-on, just wanting to get his gratification out of his mental instability.
So he invites Sally over for dinner and a movie. And as soon as she gets there, he strangles her and puts her in a closet. Then he decides it's time to go. I got to run. So he leaves a note for the police. And it says, approximately 5:15 a.m. on Saturday. No need for her to suffer anymore at the hands of this horrific, murderous butcher. It was quick, asleep, the way I wanted, not sloppy and incomplete, gents. Just a lack of time. I've got things to do, with 2 exclamation points.
I can't comment. Dude's just like,
I know, that's really not even apprehensive.
No.
That feels like it was written in a manic
And I don't
state.
give a fuck. I'm out, right? Yeah.
Right. Now, he said in interviews that he knew he was going to kill his mother for quite some time. But why did Sally have to die, man? If he was just going to turn himself in anyway. Now, he feels that there is a manhunt out for him. Like, he's starting to get paranoid. So he pops some no-dos and drives straight through with no sleep for 1,000 miles to Pueblo, Colorado.
Oh, yeah, that's about right. Yeah. Fuck.
But he's listening to the radio. He's like waiting to hear any information on anything about his mother or Sally.
Was he listening to like
Nothing.
Freebird the whole way there?
Oh my God. Don't even bring Leonard Skinner into this shit, okay? But probably. But he wasn't hearing anything. He wasn't hearing anything on the radio about his mom or Sally. So he calls the police himself and confesses.
Oh, I ain't got enough attention.
And they don't believe him.
Lindsay.
Like, oh, crazy Ed.
Yeah,
You
no
bet.
damn way. No
Crazy
damn
Ed.
way.
He had to call back several times before he was taken seriously.
Ed at 369 over there doing his damn thing, just on the run, just free bird.
But he says that after Clarnell died, he had served his purpose. He was done. And after he is apprehended, he confesses to all the student murders.
How many are we up to? 7?
Oh my gosh. Hold on. Let me count.
I need to count. Lindsay.
So he's got grandma and grandpa.
Uh-huh. And the other chick, and then the two.
Grandma, grandpa. Okay.
Yeah.
So then we've got
Everybody break out your calculators at this moment. Break it out.
Mary Ann and Anita, Ika Koo, Cynthia Shaw, his mother, and Sally.
Was that like 8, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, it was 8 count. Well, I'm getting there.
Is
yes.
that my math and math?
Yes, it is 8 counts. Yes.
Okay.
No.
Shit.
So I missed somebody. Hold on. Oh, the other 2 girls. The ones that he said were drunk.
Oh, yeah, that he had them in the sheet. And yeah, that's 9. 9, 10.
Well, his grandma and grandpa, he's already been expunged for. So you can't even count them in this coming up confession, But what's crazy is the police officers did not know about that he's hanging out with every day.
They didn't know that he
absorbing.
You're good to go, bro. But you got the head in your trunk, but we don't know about that.
So it was Mary Ann, Anita, Ika, Cynthia, Rosalind, and Allison, his mother, and Sally. So it's 8. Yeah, it is 8 that he's about.
And then his grandparents.
Yeah,
so we're saying
it's
10.
9. He's 10.
10 pack. Yeah. Hit enter. And there it is. Holy fuck. Is there any more? There don't need to be any more.
We're right. I just said he confessed, so he's done.
Confess.
Yeah.
Confess.
Oh God.
Confess.
Now after he's apprehended, he does attempt suicide twice before his trial. Now, his lawyer entered in a plea of not guilty by reason of insanity, but 3 court-appointed psychiatrists found him sane. And he was also given truth serum for an interview where he had allegedly admitted to also eating some of the victim's flesh in a casserole. He later on recanted this. So we don't know how much of the truth that is. I don't know if he was leaning into that to get an insanity plea.
Or just to get a rise for a little bit more fame, right?
Right.
A lot of serial killers love the fame. They're just like, I want to be bigger. I want to be bigger. Yeah.
When he was put on the stand, he said that he killed the victims because he wanted them for himself, like possessions. But when he was going to do the actual crime, it felt as though someone else had taken over. Like, what does Dexter call it? Dark passenger.
Yeah.
Now, he was found guilty on all 8 counts, and Ed himself actually requested the death penalty, and he wanted to be tortured to death.
Yeah, make this as slow as possible because this is what I deserve. At least there's some fucking hang on of humanity right there where he's just like, I do deserve this.
And he loves to talk about this shit, man. There are so many. He loves to talk. He is so chatty.
So what is like the bird in Little Nicky, and he's running around like they turn him into a bird because he was like the horny bird on the fucking limb, and he's like, I deserve this.
Yeah. John Lovett. Yeah.
John Lovett.
Yeah.
Oh, Rat Race is a good movie too. Check that one out. Damn, Lindsay. Oh,
Instead,
man.
he was given a life sentence for each count. He was sentenced to the California Medical Facility in Vacaville. I think I said that right. Now, he would be on the same block as Herbert Mullen and Charles Manson, who we will talk about in the future. Herbert was terrorizing California at the exact same time. Different MO, though. So these cops, they are literally
trying to pin on somebody.
They tried to pin all the murders that Ed did on Herbert, but it was a different MO. It was a different type.
That's exciting now. What?
Yeah.
I'm getting excited now about this true crime shit. Herbert,
I'm going to give you a break, but Herbert's a little down the line, and we're going to cover Manson. So
I'm going to forget about all this. You know me.
I know.
Y'all know me. Still the same old G.
Now, Ed, he was still a model prisoner, and he has been in charge of scheduling psychiatrist appointments for other inmates and has narrated several books for the blind, like over 5,000 hours this man has put in narrating books for the blind. He's narrated, what's the VC Andrew, Flowers in the Attic?
Really?
Petals in the Wind, the part 2 of that. Like, he has narrated all kinds of audiobooks for the legal. This was before audiobooks was a thing. This was just for the hearing or the vision impaired so they could listen. So it's Ed Kemper's voice they're listening to.
Holy shit. I don't want to hear it. Now, you're going to give it to me, though. I guarantee it. We're going to hear this shit on the way back.
Yeah, later. I'm just going to let you listen to one of the several interviews that he has done on his crimes. And the one that I listened to was called, there was no like author or anything. It is listed as an audiobook, but it's just called Interview with a Serial Killer, Ed Kemper, on Spotify. And that's what I listened to. Also did, watch some YouTube videos, referred to a lot of Wikipedia to get all this together here. And we will be posting the picture of our shot glass because we didn't bring it with us.
We have an Ed Kemper.
We have an Ed Kemper shot glass. Yeah.
Every time you tell these stories, it's just like, here I am. Oh, I'm looking at you, but I am fully immersed in the imagination of what is actually happening while you're talking to me about it.
And that's what he looks like.
Look at this, dude. Okay, yeah. Okay, we do have a shot glass like that. Yep. Okay. Ooh, I love those glasses, those Dahmer glasses that he has right there.
Well, it was the 70s. I'm telling you, the 70s were fucking garbage, man. I used to want to grow up in the 70s until I learned about all this. And I'm like, I'm so glad I didn't.
Can I get some Dahmer glasses like that? Walk around. Will you love me more?
Well, he was before Dahmer.
I know.
He was before Dahmer. Because the Dahmer was the 80s, right?
Yeah. Maybe that's why Dahmer had those same glasses.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Those are Dahmer ass. Okay, those are Kemper ass glasses.
Those are Kemper ass glasses right there.
Damn. Lindsay, though, I mean, yeah.
That one was rough.
Twisting and turning into all the little aspects and parts that you keep dumping on me through the 71st episode now. Oh, and I get more into that because I'm getting more into your story and we're having this conversation and you're just like, you're dumping it and you're throwing it. And I'm like, I'm over here. There's a whole nother, like I'm splitting between where I see you in one eye and then the other eye has this whole fucking picture of things that are actually happening physically and the person is actually doing this. That's why it's so hard for me. It's really hard. And that's probably the whole fucking reason why I let go. And I'm like, I don't know anything about what we talked about like 3-4 months ago because I just let it go. I don't know why I'm like that. Isn't that weird? Does that make me like a better?
It's not weird.
It's disassociating on purpose because I want to live in the moment. We can have our little fun, kiki and ha in the middle of the horrific.
No,
things.
there are a lot of podcasters that say that sometimes they will once they've got that particular
thing gone and taken care of.
murderer or that particular subject out of their system that they do, it gets spotty for him. So, I mean, and it does for me too.
Yeah.
But sometimes, like when we're doing our recaps, like it all starts flooding back to me. And that's why I can do a lot of them without even looking at anything.
Yeah.
I'm going to struggle with Dorothea, or I did struggle with Dorothea.
On the recap. Yeah. We just did. Yeah. Oh, goodness. But I mean, just trying to like set that aside, and then all the little aspects and particles that you just spat out into the world, you know. I wish that there were more of this back in the 70s. I wish we could have went back to, in the beginning of just audio recording to start sharing this. And there probably is. Maybe we need to look back into some of that. I know we were listening to other people telling stories and sharing, just stories, but it was PG, it wasn't near as graphic as what you're talking about,
No.
So a lot of people didn't even grasp onto it. It was just it was a horrible story, but at the same time, it wasn't near as graphic. So it doesn't latch onto you. Never take a fucking ride. Never be a hitchhiker,
Well, fortunately, because the knowledge of all these people is more and more out there. I mean, I think, a lot more therapy is at your fingertips, literally. Yeah. We're kind of, there's still killers every day, but serial killers and spree killers is getting a lot less and less.
Yeah. Well, with the dawn of technology and pickup rides and things like Uber and everything like that, you could twist that into a whole fucking thing.
Everything's on camera.
At least everything's on camera.
Documented on the phone.
Yeah. Technology is helping out with a lot of that. So maybe we'll stay away from all that. That's just creepy as fuck, though. God, I know. Oh. Lindsay, well, that's it, right?
That is the end of our coverage on Ed Kemper.
I really thank you, Lindsay. I don't know, but thank you, I guess.
Oh, shit. What's crazy is, and like I said, I'm going to let you listen to some of this tomorrow on our ride home. The way this man talks so matter-of-factly about everything, it's very weird, the feeling that you get.
No, he's so intelligent, he can control any conversation and what he's trying to put out.
Yeah,
right?
and and the only time he actually breaks down is when he's talking about Clarnell. Yeah.
The rest, though, is just to the point, very strategic, and all of his words and mannerisms, right? So intelligent. A lot of them aren't they? Fuck. Well, thank you, Lindsay. And thank you guys for following along. So to this point, can I do my
What
thing?
palate cleansing band do you have for us today?
So I have Jason Chanel, and this song is called Finesse, and you're going to fucking love it, Lindsay. This is perfect.
Excited.
Yeah. Who you rockin' with? You rockin' with the best from the east to the west. When you say it, better say it with your chest. Ain't no contest. Every time that we do it, dog, it's like finesse. Yeah. Who you rockin' with? You rockin' with the best from the east to the west. When you say it, better say it with your chest. Ain't no contest. Every time that we do it, dog, it's like finesse. Yeah. Cruising down the interstate, I'm feeling like a Bruce Wayne. I could break it down for you real quick. 0-100 real quick. Kobe with the swag, ain't no way that you be touching what I'm working with. Cause I'm bringing thunder in and make you wanna dance. Yeah, the heat is turning up and lighting up the gas. Maybe we can take it slow, maybe not too fast. Hold up, baby girl, we ain't trying to crash. Yeah, man, this thing too crazy. Yeah, I feel like shady, but I move like 80s. Got these tunes I'm chasing, and it's better take us around the world. Cause we're bringing it with straight finesse. Yeah. Who you rockin' with? You rockin' with the best from the east to the west. When you say it, better say it with your chest. Ain't no contest. Every time that we do it, dog, it's like finesse. Yeah. Who you rockin' with? You rockin' with the best from the east to the west. When you say it, better say it with your chest. Ain't no contest. Every time that we do it, dog, it's like finesse. Yeah. You rockin' with the finest. Tell me why these YouTubers always out here rockin' with some minors. I'm minding mine like I'm stocking up on diamonds. Swinging on the ring, I'ma crack and leave a shiner. Fuck, you should never sell a course online without killing yourself. You should never ever pay for a feature from a bum-ass underground rapper. Cause you be billing yourself. Y'all are bad poets, I'm kinda dumb. And you don't need Jesus, you need rehab and nicotine gum. And ain't a catalog, a magazine they're picking me from. Original and the mission is one. Always wishing on the stars. Was a misfit, but here we are. Always on the rise like a jet lag. Down, no way. They don't know about the kid, the place we gone. Where we been on the map, by the tall. Ain't nobody gonna take me down, no, yeah. Who you rockin' with? You rockin' with the best. From the east to the west. When you say it, better say it with your chest. Ain't no contest. Every time that we do it, dog, it's straight finesse. Yeah. Who you rockin' with? You rockin' with the best. From the east to the west. When you say it, better say it with your chest. Ain't no contest. Every time that we do it, dog, it's straight finesse. Yeah. Who you rockin' with? You rockin' with the best. From the east to the west. When you say it, better say it with your chest. Ain't no contest. Every time that we do it, dog, it's straight finesse. Yeah. Who you rockin' with? You rockin' with the best. From the east to the west. When you say it, better say it with your chest. Ain't no contest. Every time that we do it, dog, it's straight finesse. Yeah. Who you rockin' with? 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 Who you rockin' with?
Lindsay.
That was so fun.
Wasn't that fun?
Lots of fun.
Dude, that's like some Methods of
Who
Mayhem.
you rocking with? Yeah.
Methods of Mayhem had a thing like that with Tommy Lee. And he really sounded a lot like that. So that is really in my fucking DNA, dude. That his music and his words and everything about that just reminded me of everything in the late 90s. I love it. And that kind of music is who are you rocking with?
Yes.
Yeah, I love that. Thank you so much.
Very good jam. Very good jam.
And it might be Channel, but I think it's Chanel. Jason Chanel, right? I mean, that's what I'm thinking. I don't know.
Channel or Chanel, either one. Yes.
No, I love it. I love it. Keep on pumping them out, dude. Awesome stuff. Awesome. Yeah, Lindsay.
Yeah. Make sure you like and follow him. And then make sure you like and follow us.
Yeah, do the things.
We are really needing some reviews and comments. Give us a good review if you like us. And so here we go with our plugs. So on our main website is drinkaboutsomething.site. On Instagram, we are drinkaboutsomething. If you want to send us an email, we are drinkaboutsomethingpod@gmail.com. And on on TikTok, Drink About Something Pod _Lindsay, and YouTube, just type in
Genzy, JNDSCY, and you will be partying with us. Yes. Party.
And on YouTube, you can see our visual recaps on Wednesdays, and then our normal audio episodes are on there as well that we put out on Fridays.
And then very soon, I think I'm going to be doing my own little story for Lindsay.
God, I know.
It's coming up. And it was bad, and I really hated putting it together, and I got it all put together, but we're going to do it soon whenever she has a pocket for me to put it in. I'm ready.
Well, yeah, so Jesse was telling me about a case, and he decided to take upon himself to watch the shit, and he's like, I'm destroyed. And I was like, well, then you're covering this one.
I didn't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
And I'm going to be surprised because I hadn't even had a chance to look at anything yet, and you know all about it, and I know nothing.
I used AI. And I watched a couple of documentaries, and then I put it together, like just looking back and then building this backwards and forwards, historic, horrific, 40-year fucking tumultuous fucking thing that you guys are going to have to check out that I'm going to tell a story about. So stay tuned for that, right?
Yes.
I'm not ready to do it. Yeah, I'm going to fuck it all up, Lindsay. You know I am. That's not going to be cool. Nobody's going to like it.
They're going to love it. No, I'm going to love it. I'm going to be intrigued.
No, they're not. They're going to be like, Jesse's stories? No, I don't want to hear Jesse's stories.
I'm going to get to be on the listening end of that, which I'm looking forward to. But for now, we are going to sign off so we can finish our weekend.
Yeah.
We love you so much, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
For something
more.
Just as horrific, but a little lighter.
Thank you. I really needed something, but I hope I destroy you with that, Lindsay. I hope I destroy you. It's my turn.
Yes.
Yeah. Destruction.
No,
we're going to go do things by the pool and things, right?
Yes.
Yeah. We love you so much. And Lindsay just wants to say this famous fucking phenomenal fucking word because fuck, Lindsay, fuck.
Love you. Bye.